the KhoodeelaarTV television channel being broadcast only on the internet, not on satellite, not on terrestrial, and not on cable. This is the Baby Angel Geronimo edition's Bena. Baby Angel Geronimo is the world's best witness, the world's best alpaca, and Baby Angel Geronimo is witnessing the daily constant unraveling of the depraved Boris Johnson and his cabal, and the return of the depraved Boris Johnson, the criminals. So, Baby Angel Geronimo is the world's best witness of the antics of the misguided, misled ones. The personification of Satan, evil, that is Boris Johnson, is being witnessed by Baby Angel Geronimo and all the other Satans that are following the Satan Johnson. According to reports during Friday, Satan Johnson has attracted more than 100 conservative members of parliament in the UK. And according to Rupert Murdoch's Times newspaper, Satan Johnson is being inundated with donation money by conservative donors. Now, neither the Times nor any of the other outlets has explained so far why are all these people, as the media is claiming, are in a rush to restore the liar Boris Johnson to any position in the United Kingdom government, including the position of Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. What the depravity has shown, that there is no real democracy, ethics, morality in this country, and that justice, fairness, truth, and kindness and compassion cannot be delivered not just by Liz Truss, who admitted that she couldn't deliver, but others who are not normally vocal or normally known or registered as being vocal. This campaign, KhoodeelaarTV campaign, the KhoodeelaarTV television channel, remains the definitive, original platform and source of telling the truth about the UK. Has been the case for the last 3 years, ever since we started broadcasting. Maybe the calendar year. Now, in the calendar, which is a very small one, they have bought a fish. But we shall talk about that fish later. The fish is not the usual fish. It's a fish that has been pictured in Botswana as being kind of carried by a tiger. Shall we talk more about that in due course? Now, about the state of British politics, so-called, this journal section, Opinion and Ideas on The Guardian, it says, It's a piece by Gabby Hinsleaf. And the piece under journal, it says Britain hangs by a thread. If Johnson returns, it will unravel. It meaning Britain. Blink, and history could miss her. For all the crazed drama of the past few days, Liz Truss will be remembered by generations to come as little more than a surreal footnote in British history. Sorry, British politics. She will go down as our 6 week leader, outlasted by, it's the lettuce, isn't it? So, which outlasted by an iceberg lettuce, thoughtfully given its own webcam by the Daily Star, yet contriving almost to break the economy even in that short time. That is, the contriver being Liz Truss, not the Daily Star. Now, barely 24 hours after declaring herself a fighter, not a quitter, Liz Truss has quit and started the mother of all fights. The Conservative Party has accelerated what was already a driving. Why is it being coy? This okay, the thriving debate who should succeed her and is seemingly following the post Brexit rule that no matter how bad things are, someone can always be shall be coming to that in a minute. Hold on. No matter how bad things are, someone can always imagine a way of making them worse. Enter the rage indulging, blood boiling, utterly implausible, and yet never quite implausible enough for comfort threat of a Boris Johnson comeback. Enough, for God's sake, is enough. What makes it worse is that shall be coming back to this later in due course, because the newspapers on Friday have got no other big story other than the story featuring Liz Truss. And the Guardian says Truss quits after 45 days of turmoil. Prime Minister bows to the inevitable. Then there are little bits of journalism there in the small headings. New Prime Minister by next week, and Boris Johnson may be among candidates. Reaction: Labour leader condemns revolving door of chaos. and demands a general election. Now, this particular magazine, the Guardian G2 or the Guardian as a whole, is providing coverage as to the unraveling of the BJP regime across India. Well, my rivals, for whatever reason, has been, of course, the very peculiarly there is this treasury minister or the chancellor. I think if she answered the question instead of dodging in the last say 15 years, no. the the headlines are absolutely unrestrained. Boris versus Rishi, fight for soul of the Tories. And the Sun has the front page. Boris Johnson, I'll be back. And the Times too has the headline. Johnson weighs return to power as Truss quits number 10. And the Daily Star, of course, has been creating itself the name. Let us rejoice. Plucky Daily Star badge outlasts lettuce, Lige as she wins in political heat. So, the Daily Mirror is calling for the general election now. There is a lot of grinning by Keir Starmer. The amount and the frequency of grinning that Keir Starmer made, deputy leader of the Labour Party. But the celebrations there so the shebang that, or the gig that has been going on through the mainstream media sums up the depravity of this particular party, the unaccountable, the unjust, corrupt, dishonest bunch of criminals that have been in place in the name of government. Now, there is no reason why the son of the Murdoch, the son should not be attacking Liz Truss. Instead, the son has been attacking Liz Truss. It seems that the technique and the other imitations of the West that the Indian cinema and applies, applies